show your face. Show your face, please, with sugar on top.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Hookah Anonymous _. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines, but we'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _ and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, unfortunate news have come out that Chicago rapper RondoNumbaNine's brother, also known as Big Swirl, was shot and unalive in Chicago. Now, as y'all know, as soon as someone passes away, it's a lot of theories about what happened, and this situation is no different. Because according to family and friends close to Big Swirl, the people Big Swirl happened to just meet and hang around may have been the cause of his demise. In this case, we also have someone who is his cousin, basically saying that he don't care how nobody feel or what they say. He feels Big Swirl may have been set up or backdoored by someone he trusted, and his cousin is standing on that. This is interesting because, as y'all know, I always tell y'all, this backdoor culture done got so damn glorified that guys do it to each other with no remorse and they think it's cool. Which is why I always tell y'all, if you have someone you hear rapping about backdooring or calling themselves King Slime or Grimy this and Snake that, get as far away from them while you can before it ends up being too late. Now, I always believe where there's smoke, there's fire, and someone isn't just going to feel like their loved one was backdoored unless they have reasonable suspicion to do so. Whether it's the way guys act around you, or they saw something that maybe you didn't, and they tried telling you, but for whatever reason, you didn't choose to listen. Now, in this case, the cousin not only took to his Instagram story and showed a conversation between him and his cousin Big Swirl, but then he also has a text message conversation showing that he tried to warn Big Swirl about the company he kept, but unfortunately, he didn't listen. Now, why the cousin felt the way he does, who knows? But he definitely feels that Swirl was backdoored, and he's standing on just that. Now, before we get into everything, condolences to RondoNumbaNine and the rest of their family. As y'all know, RondoNumbaNine is currently serving time in prison, and losing someone close to you while you're in that situation, especially a family member, while you're incarcerated has to be the worst. Not only was you not around, but you also start feeling like if you were around, things may have been a little different. Then your mind start playing tricks on you. But anyway, let's get into everything, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm, and if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. News have broke that RondoNumbaNine's brother, who goes by the name Swirl, has passed away over the weekend. At first, due to the heavy presence of what seems to be lean, most people thought he may have OD'd or that it was due to some sort of drug intake. But there's been conflicting stories about whether he passed away due to natural causes or him being shot and unalive, or if it was any type of drug intake as well. I've seen a few posts on social media saying two separate things, but judging from what his cousin had to say, it may have been a situation where Swirl was unalive due to his cousin hinting that someone Swirl thought he could trust backdoored him, according to his post. Now, before we get into the video, here's what his cousin will post to his IG story. It was a text thread between Swirl and his cousin, and Swirl is the gray text. The text messages will read, quote, "On Corky, your butt weird. You be with that ish right with them N-words." Swirl will respond saying, quote, "On Jubal, I'm an apple, slow down on ball, N-word." He said, "I'm your blood effing cousin, the one who really gonna get wild for you, and come here and act fool as hell." Swirl will respond saying, quote, "B-word, I'm spending the night with you tonight, dude." He would say, "Them N-words ain't gonna drill for you like me." Swirl replied, "Shut your beat, sup." Then he would caption it saying, quote, "I told you, Big Schoon, now look at this ish." Now here's a video of his cousin speaking on what he feels happened. Check this out.
Jubal Gray, I'm gonna be the first to say I'll get how I feel on Mackie. I don't believe none of that shit you niggas talking about that happened to folks on Jubal Gray. Ain't making sense on Mackie, just leaving not answer. On Jubal Gray, just better check in and say something before I get the tweet.
Now, in simpler terms, whatever he was told happened to his cousin, he don't believe it. He's saying it's not making sense, and he seems like someone you can't just tell anything to, and that's why he's alluding to what he's alluding to. Most people take whatever people say for face value, but sometimes when you just take a step back and listen, you will realize it don't make sense, and that's what it seemed like is happening here. Now, there could be many reasons why he feel the way he does, but if he was in fact backdoored, then the $1 million question is why? Was it monetary gain? Did he do something foul to someone else? Or was it just out of jealousy? Who knows? And like I said it before, we don't know 100% if he was shot and unalive because no one specifically said anything about him getting shot or anything about him taking a pill or anything. He just said whatever story that they're telling him doesn't make sense. And once again, we did see the text messages of him going back and forth with Swirl, basically telling him to stay away from them, which means that he did feel that something wasn't right even before this transpired. But I'm sure as time progressed, we'll find out what actually happened. If it really was some type of foul play or not, then it'll be addressed accordingly. Another thing I found interesting was everyone who was in the comments of the post on the Swirl basically was mentioning how RondoNumbaNine must feel sick and he must be mad or whatever the case may be. One user would say, quote, Rondo and C-Day lost their big brothers while in the slammer. It's crazy. Another user would say, quote, damn on Steve, rest in peace Big Swirl. I know Rondo's sick, shaking my head, get your rest, bloody. And lastly, another user would say, quote, rest in peace Big Swirl, pray for Rondo. Now let me say this, for the guys that's out there doing foolishness and rushing to go to jail, just know this is the reality of it. I see everyone saying Rondo must be sick, Rondo in there going crazy, but guess what? This is the harsh reality. See, this is the part nobody talks about when it comes to getting locked up. The same friends that were friends end up only supporting you for a limited amount of time, then the girl you was with may ride with you for about 2, 3, even maybe 4 years, but then she leaves because she's human and she has needs. You have close friends and family members who end up passing away, and most of all, life just goes on, no matter how much years you're doing. But one of the most eye-opening parts is the fact that people you love pass away and you couldn't spend their last days with them, all because you were in jail and they're never coming back. So for the guys out there glorifying the streets and think it's all funny games now, just know it's deeper than just going to jail. Things like this start messing with your mental in there and you don't know how to cope, all while being incarcerated. But it is what it is, man. Now, aside from all that, y'all know we always got to make a point out of something when we see it. And interesting enough, our conspiracy theory mind will lead us to Big Swirl's last post. He posted a picture of Rondo and captioned it saying, quote, Lord knows what I'll do and sacrifice just to have you on the side of me, baby boy. Sometimes I get lost in my thought about my baby brother. Love you, dude. I'll see you soon, sucker. Now, it's just ironic that that was his last post on Instagram 4 days ago, and lo and behold, he would end up losing his life yesterday. On top of that, someone also pointed out Rondo stating he would be out this year, which is kind of crazy. The user would say, quote, Rondo say he's trying to get out this year. Now, I don't know y'all, but anyway, if something foul did happen and Rondo is granted release, I would hate to see him do something that jeopardizes his freedom when he come home and land him right back in there. Hopefully not. But my condolences go out to their family. Rest in peace, Big Swirl. And y'all don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.